In this video I want to show you how you can use Inkscape to put a fabric background in behind your design. There are some other programs where you can do it with too, but it works quite easily in Inkscape also. And so this is a design I made the other day, and now I want to show it on my sales page or wherever you want to use it, and I want to have a fabric in behind. So, and you can use your SVG or you can use an existing embroidery file also. Then what you want to do is you want to select it, then we go extension, inkstitch, and we go visualize and export, and we go to PDF export. PDF export, it may take a few moments depending on how large your design is, on how much thinking your computer needs to do in order to create the whole PDF. And there it is. Mine shows up a little bit different on the screen since I have my screen all split. And then I'm coming into this. This pops up on mine. Yours may look a little different. That will depend on your settings. And your settings, you can set up some of the things to your own liking. You can set up the branding, estimated thread, design colors and branding, but I'm not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna go here. All you need is the full page pattern view, and for some of them you might need an operator overview. Might depend a little bit on the design. I haven't tested everything. This one I'm just using the full page pattern view, and I will be showing also an applique one, and for that one I used all of the possibilities just to show you on what a different type of PDF will be showing then. So once you're satisfied with that, then you can go save PDF, and then you go select your folder where you want to save it, and you give it the right name you want, and then click on save. I'm gonna close out of this one because I have one saved already. So now we can go close out of here, out of the settings, and we come to this one. We also want to make sure before we save the PDF that we scroll down depending on what shows on your screen. You want to go to the 100%, and you want to go click the realistic view. Once you select the realistic, it may take a few moments for it to load because it is thinking on how to make it look. And as you can see, the design is not, I didn't add the trim commands, so that is why you're seeing these jumps. But for this demo purpose, that doesn't really matter. Then you go and make sure that you then go and save after it has gone through the realistic view. Then we can go close out of here, and then we can bring in our PDF, and you can either import it or you can do it on a new file. So I'm bringing in my PDF and I'm dragging it over onto this page, and there you can see I have my PDF, and that is right here. Now I can select this on top and I can drag it over. Then what I will do is I have a fabric PNG. You can, if you look on the internet, you can find all kinds of fabric templates, and so I'm placing this on top here for a moment. Then I go and bring it down. As you can see, now I'm down. Now I can place my design wherever I want on the page. If I want to change the background, the size of the background according to the design, I can just click that and I can drag it. Also, we have one more option here. What we can do is we can create a rectangle. You can use the snapping tool for that. I'm not gonna use it this time, but you can use the snapping tool and it will snap to the corners of the fabric. Then what you can do is, so we want to bring this one down, so we go select it, we bring it down one step, and there you can see now I'm having it on the red background, but we do not see the fabric showing through anymore. So now we have different options. We can go to the fill and stroke. I have to move this one over a little bit. Then we can change here. What can be done is change the opacity. Oh, gotta make sure that I'm selecting the right object. And now I can change the opacity on the color, and I can change the color instantly to whatever I prefer. As you can see, I can just click on any color object and I can switch and change my color. That is just by changing the opacity. Then you also have more options yet, and you can change the blend mode of the color object. Here, this is the multiply. Here you have the screen. Let's go back to the multiply. That one looks really nice, and there too again we can just click that and we can change the color, and we can see how it looks. So that way you can play with this. Then what you can do is you can let me see here. So I would go and make the fabric and my color object fairly close to the design, and then I can also adjust my fabric accordingly and make it snap if you so desire. I'm just doing this quickly here. Then what we can do is we can select everything. Then we can go and file, and you can go and export it. Then you can go let's see, in the export settings, then here you have some settings. You can choose your file folder where you want to save it, and then click on the export. And then you can go and call it, give it a name, whatever you prefer, and go from there. So I'll cancel out of that one. And here you can see export selected only. So you can check mark that, and it will export only the ones what are selected. Or you have an option, then you want to make sure that you are deselecting everything. But what you can do is first select, press the number 3 on your keyboard, and then you can zoom in to the full area of what you had selected, and you can go and take a screenshot. And that depends on what system you're on. You can use a print screen. Windows has a snipping tool pre-installed, and you can take a screenshot right off this area. So this is how you can work with a complete design. Now I'm going to show you on how you can work with a applique. And so I'm going to close this one and close without saving. So here I created quickly an applique, and all what it is a little clover leaf. And with an applique we have the placement stitch, then we get the tack down stitch, and then we get our satin finish over top. And as you can see in the objects panel, there is a clover pass, so it is a pass file, and it has the 3 color blocks. So this would be the tack down, no, the placement, that would be the tack down, and that would be the satin. Here, same thing, we go extension, ink stitch, and tools, no, visualize and export, and the PDF export. And I made a PDF already, so I'm quickly gonna go and throw a PDF in here, and OK. And as you can see, now the PDF is loaded, and you can see in this PDF, since I used different settings, you can have all kinds of different screens, but the only ones where we are going to be working with is the first page, second, and the second page. That's basically all what we need. We could go and use that one also, but maybe I'll do that. So then we can grab the clover, we can grab that off the first page, we can grab that object, that is what we're gonna be using, and the other object I'm not 100% sure yet. So we want to use this object, and this object I'm gonna bring it here into a clear area. Then what we want to do is we want to bring in our fabric. So this is a fabric what is gonna be all the way in the back, and we're gonna be, for the applique, we're gonna use a fabric, and we click OK, and now I'm gonna go resize the fabric, and I'll bring that down to the bottom for a moment. The one object is kind of hard to see. I'll see if I can, I'll bring that line a little bigger. That way you can see it a little more clear on the screen player. So now we can go and select our fabric, and if we so desire, we can go and place our fabric to wherever we want to place it. If you want to, hey, with this design, if you want to, for instance, hey, there a flower showing, there a flower showing, and there a flower showing, so be it. Oh no, that wouldn't quite fit here because the bottom would not cover. So I'll just drag this one back in. And you can also, for this purpose, you can take images of your own fabric, what you have on hand, and use images for that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this one. So we select the clover shape and holding down the shift key, we selecting the fabric, and then we go object, clip, set clip. And now you can see we have that is cut. Oh, something is was out of proportion, I guess, with the PDF, but that is okay. There is a little something is went a little strange here, but that should not have happened. And why that is, I am not really sure about. But now what we can do is we can, for that matter, we can, if it needs be, we can shape that. It should have all fitted, but I don't know exactly what happened there. But anyway, now at least you can see what you can do if some little mistakes happen. This little corner, why that is there, that should not have been there, and why it didn't create a clip, then I would have to go back for a moment. But normally that little piece does not happen. So now we have that. Now we bring in the other fabric, and as you can see, that is now in between the two. So we want to make sure that we bring that to the bottom again. And now we have this on top. Got to be careful that we're selecting the right pieces. Make sure it's being placed. And we can do the same thing again with the fabric. Create our rectangle over top. Select it. Bring it down till that that fabric shows. And now we can go back to the fill and stroke again, and we can play with the opacity. We can change the colors, as you can see, instantly, and your design is going to be looking way different. And then from here again, you can resize your fabric on the background. You can zoom in by pressing the number 3, and your screen should fill with the fabric and the design. And then again you can go extension, file, and go and do the export. And that's all there is to it. It is fairly simple, and you can create all kinds of blend modes, colors, even your design. You can go and give your finished satin, you can give that a different color first, and then create a PDF, create a few multiple PDFs, and then you can have also that your satin is a different color showing with different fabrics. So it becomes your imagination, and it doesn't matter how many layers of applique you have. You can do this principle with each individual applique. Okay, I'll leave it at this, and thanks for watching, and have fun creating.